I'm back. I'm back after being on the phone with customer service for the hotel chain that I'm in right now, where once again, and honestly, I should have documented the whole fucking thing and thrown it on fucking YouTube. But unlike the last time where I had a poor female encounter, this woman wasn't antagonistic. She was just doing her job to the letter of her job. Trying to calm down, trying hard to calm down after I spend all my day avoiding female interaction because if I don't have a business reason to talk to you, then just enjoy your day. Enjoy your day, enjoy your life. Some misogynists, some men who hate women. And by the way, I have every right to hate women after what I've been put through. I've been groped, I've been sexually abused, I've been sexually assaulted by women. I validate my own feelings for that. Some men couldn't say past, it's a female doing a job. This was an instance where she was doing her job to the letter of her job. My issue is, didn't I go to your previous manager, who was a male, with the same exact issue? And then immediately, once you're on shift, then there's an issue. Because, like I said, I didn't really have an issue to talk to this woman. I had to talk to her once because Amazon decided that they were going to hold my packages hostage by giving it to her. So if I wanted my package, I had to get it from her, as opposed to, could you just deliver? Could you just bring me my stuff that I paid for? I paid for it, give it to me. But no, they decided not to. And me being me, I said, I'm not going to wait hours or a day just to get a mail on staff. It's put my stuff outside. You don't have to come out. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to touch me. You don't have to come near me. But then they locked me out my own hotel room. So I go out, I'm thinking, I'm just gonna let my dogs, piss and they'll come back right in. And I can just go about the rest of my day. Whatever the rest of my day is, I do poetry or whatever, art therapy. I do a lot of art therapy. You know why? Because I can't even deal with loud female voices in the hallway because my PTSD is too severe. It's just too severe because everything brings me back to being sexually abused by Master Sergeant Miranda and ending up in the hospital. And then the government never investigated it. They never prosecuted it. They let that sexual predator, because she was in uniform and outranked me, just go on with her life while I was discharged from the military. I was destitute. I was homeless. I was psychologically traumatized, but there was no justice. There was no justice. I don't have anything. I really don't. I don't have friends. No, no. Lovers. No, no, no. But I did have personal space. I did have personal space. And then twice she held out the card to me. So I'm supposed to get near her and take the card from her. It's like, no, 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 no. Get back in the fucking box and be the woman in the box. Be the woman in the box. Because the woman in the box, guess what? I can enjoy walking past you, ignoring you. while I live my life. My life. I don't have to be near you. I don't have to do anything. But this time, LA bullshit has gone too far. LA bullshit has gone too far. It was bad enough when you stop a woman in the hallway to yell at a disabled veteran who is just trying to move a luggage. But now this, fuck you, LA, fuck you forever. Because this is something I can actually go to a lawyer about. I can actually go to a lawyer about. Because now I have evidence against all of it. All of it. Because how does a car deactivate twice within an hour? Twice within an hour. Unheard of. Unless someone fiddled with it. So here's what I have to do. I was going to maybe enjoy another month of somewhat rest and relaxation. Somewhat rest and relaxation. It's like, no, I can't do that. I can't even do that because you Americans won't even let me do that. So I have to go directly to a foreign country, go to the United Nations and file a case against America. Fully there. Maybe even ask for asylum. Because I feel so violated. Violated by my country. Did the woman sexually attack me? Nope. Were there cameras the entire time? Yes. I will never feel safe again. I will never feel safe. And that situation never should have happened. It never should have happened. Because that is just psychological torture. That's against the Geneva Conventions, it's against any sort of accord that the United Nations ever came up with on human rights. You're not allowed to torture your citizens. No, no, no. Especially ones that all they want to do is clean up the environment. It's like, honestly, I am low hanging fucking fruit here. It's like, why the fuck weren't you torturing those like Boston Massacre fucking people? Like, hello. I mean, not that I ever want to fucking compare or contrast or whatever, but let's just have a kiki about this. Let's have a kiki, okay? Let's sit and be gay and have our tea over this bullshit because maybe Homeland wasn't like fully up and running and kicking down doors and everything during that time period, but they had received reports. They had received reports and they did nothing. They absolutely did nothing. And now, me on the other hand, my stuff has been searched. My stuff has been searched. You know what I buy because, hello, there is no security. There is no security in America, okay? You can't sneak through bullshit because everything is transparent. Everything is. They have your face, they have your IDs, they have your emails, they have your passwords, they have everything. Okay? That's the world we live in. So when I say you already searched my stuff and you found that I'm just a sad, lonely, disabled American veteran with PTSD. You already found that. So why are you continuing to harass me, America? Why? 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 Okay. Because I criticize you, and correctly so, about illegal chemicals, transparency and government reporting of local and national data. And I have every right to. I'm sorry, am I not a citizen? I mean, I will be a refugee of another country, but right now I am a citizen. So where is my due process? Where is a warrant? Now, if you overstepped and you start tapping these civilian people to do espionage for you and lock me out my door so you can run and sneak and open my door, then show me the warrant. Where is your warrant, America? Because if you want to say extraordinary cases, I'm just going to turn it back to you and say, but you already know what I do, what I wear, what I eat, everything. You know exactly when I'm wanking because then the lights are dimming because I got that vibration action going. So you know everything. So why in the world are you harassing me? Why can't you just let me take my dogs outside to piss, poo, walk, smile at other dogs, whatever, and then just come back to here? Because I don't spend my hard-earned money, and by hard-earned, I mean I sit on my fucking ass and I collect my disability because that is what life is. That is what life is when you're disabled. You can't work, you can't enjoy regular things. So as much as I'd like to be, I'm the disabled person going to the movie theater. It's like, no, no, I'm a disabled person who can't handle a movie theater anymore. No, I can't I can't bring myself to be strong enough to go to a concert. I'm not strong enough to do anything. I have bad PTSD, bad PTSD, and this goddamn nasty country put me in this situation where I am shaking with rage because I want to scream at this woman, get the fuck away from me. But she is literally holding my card like, if you're not nice to me and if you don't behave, guess what? You don't get to go back into the room that you paid for. And if you cause an issue, guess what? Then I can call people on you, and rightly so. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the United Nations and I'm going to file a complaint. I already did that with the UN, but they didn't do shit for me. So now I have to get up in their face and say, hey, where is a clear line of communication? Because I need an answer. I need an answer now. Is the United Nations going to stand up to the United States for military sexual trauma? When it comes to military sexual trauma, no matter what the country, it's usually considered, well, just handle it on your own. Handle it inside your country. There's probably a reason for it. There's a government reason for it. Look, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care what the government reason for it was. I was sexually abused and I was sexually assaulted by American people. There's no excuse for that. There's none. Don't you ever put me in this position again.